Yo, what is up, boys? It is Keith Stone coming at you guys with another free pick video. We got a lot to break down in this one. We're absolutely on fire in the month of December, dragging it on into January. Now, we have cooled off just a little bit. Had a little bit of bad luck yesterday with Ole Miss. Did tell you guys I liked them a lot. They did cover that spread easily, but Caden Lee kind of fucked us, and some of you that watched today's video already kind of know that. And then we kind of got boned again today, to be honest with you. There was a guy who played like a couple snaps in the second half. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know why he wasn't involved, but we'll get into that in a sec. Just want to let you guys know, if you're new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe, and you want to go watch my Sunday Night Football video. I did it first this week because I'm telling you the importance of this game. This is a betting opportunity that we're not going to have probably until next football season. Okay, this game right here is going to be bonkers. And I'm the kind of guy, like, I'll accept if this game somehow flops, which I don't think it will. But if it does, I would rather lose $1,000 betting on this game to have massive upside than to not bet it at all. If it flops, it flops. But definitely check out this video. Also on this video right here, if you drop a comment, I'm giving out 5 VIP week passes after this game's over. So I'll do it on the Monday Night Football, or we don't have Monday Night Football this week. So whatever I do on Sunday night after all the football concludes, I'm going to, when I film that video, I'm going to give out 5 passes. There's a ton of comments on there. I do really appreciate all your guys' support, getting engaged. Love to see it. And just make sure you drop a comment, and I'll do a random generation where it picks 5 of you to get on the week pass. Okay, so quick recap. There's not much to show you today. We have a ton of open slips. I did pick a few of them to kind of focus on. Now, I gave this play out right here, boys, on Vivid Picks. Gave it out for absolutely free today on winnable.com, free plan. It was just an EV prop that I discovered was way too low. Vivid, probably shouldn't even have had this line up, to be honest with you. And I sent it out to the entire free plan plus all the VIPs, of course. And look, we just cashed it. So there's a lot of advantages to getting on that winnable.com free plan. We'll get into that in a sec. So this guy hit, and I had another slip with him that I should have had him in probably one more. But the guy that missed right here, Conwright, like, he had gone over in like 3 or 4 games. This is the backup quarterback freshman. He played really well. I was actually shocked at how well he played. He looked good. But I don't know what happened with Conrad, man. He played a couple snaps, so we got fucked out of the injury relief too. So it is what it is. But when I do these recaps too, it's important you guys understand. I know a lot of you guys want to just fast forward ahead of the picks, right? But if you stick around, I'm guaranteeing you're gonna see free picks in the recap most of the time. And you're gonna learn a lot of information too. I've kind of wanted to model this channel after like a hybrid, like a podcast almost. Some you can even just listen to on your drive to work in the morning or something. And then we had both our sleeper discounts. I don't know what happened to the other photo, but they both cashed. So that's good. Always like to see the green. The better stuff, it's still too early because they were discounts in the latest NBA games. So like I said, small recap today. We did get the Vivid winner, so that's fantastic. Like I said, also make sure you sub to the channel, boys. I do appreciate the support. And I wanted to tell you guys, I have now most of you have probably already used this, okay? So but Prizepicks actually gave us a $25 free bet for the new year. Pretty cool of them, right? I do like that. As much as I dislike Prizepicks for a lot of reasons, including them limiting me as a player, that's pretty cool. 25 free bucks, we'll take it. And imagine my shock. Usually, even on Flex Friday, when they let you get like a $20 flex breakdown, they only let me do $5. Mine's for $5. And I'll show you guys. So, some of you don't believe me that I'm limited. I'll show you in this video that they limit me. I will literally try to set a slip, and we'll see. But yeah, 25 bucks. I'm going to drop it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to put what I did on mine. Okay, so if you already used yours, you could just, put whatever you want on this. But the lines may have changed a little bit, so just do the best you can to try to get it close. But mine's literally 25 for 625. I'm going to get Prizepicks again. That's the freaking game plan. So it's going to be on winnable.com, a free plan. Probably within an hour of you seeing this video, I will drop it. So it's absolutely free, guys. Make sure you get that. Also, the VIP day pass. There's going to be a limit of 50 on this, okay? This is a huge freaking week. Now, if you get the day pass for Saturday, you're going to get all the picks for Sunday. It's just super advantageous. Saturday is a great day to always get it. Fridays, Saturdays during college football season are the best 2 days to get the day pass. Um, it's 50% off with code FIRE on checkout. Okay. I have to limit this to 50. That's about as many as I want to bring in. And that's going to take 50% off the day pass so you can get all of these VIP slips that you guys know in the last couple recaps. I probably could be like some of these guys that literally just open their pages. Like there's you guys on YouTube. I literally have seen them. They'll literally have a blank page and then they'll have like a bunch of winning slips. Like, dabble, 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 price picks, price picks. And there's like, 20 photos on the page and they just lit there. And I'm like, dude, this was from like 2 months ago, bro. Like, come on, man. You guys have seen what I've been showing the last couple weeks. Okay, we've been absolutely cruising. So we're gonna talk in this video. I have what I usually call my Boom Fantasy Lock of the Week. I haven't done one in a few weeks. Now I was really hot on these. I think we were like 7-2, the final 9 that I set in the season. It might have been 7-3, so 7 out of 10, not bad. And I really want to get you guys a winner here. So I kind of played this like what I think is a little safe. And we'll get into that in 1 sec. And then we're going to head over to Prizepicks. And I'm going to show you guys a couple props I like for the Saturday slate. We have only 2 games tomorrow. It's kind of a tricky one. And then I'll kind of talk about what I think is going to happen on the books with those games as well. We'll check the weather report. So let's just get right into it. We have the Boom Fantasy Lock of the Week. Now, if you're not on Boom yet, let me see if I can move me a little up here. If you're not on Boom Fantasy yet, guys, this is where you can play right here. Okay, so you can see it's legal in a lot of places. And on your first bet, Boom Fantasy first wager is no sweat up to $100 with promo code SBAA. So the play I'm giving you, I mean, if you like it, this could be your first wager, and I'm going to try to help you win. I think it's $341 total, and it's kind of what I think is it's a little more safer than I would even normally go, but we're still going to get a good payout on it. And like I said, if it loses and I'm wrong, at least you're going to get your $100 back to play with on whatever you want, right? So you can wait for my next Boom Lock of the Week, because like I said, if I miss one, I'll usually hit bounce back. So the first leg is going to be Mike Evans. Now, guys, this line opened at like 90-ish, 89.5. It's now up to like 102 on most sites, okay? So I want to tell you guys a little bit about the player incentives. I did break that down a little bit in the last video. Mike Evans needs 85 yards and 5 catches to get a massive bonus. Now, you guys know Baker Mayfield's the type of guy that absolutely will get Mike Evans going here. Baker has incentive too, because he's currently 8th in yards per attempt, and if he stays in the top 10, he gets a massive bonus. So it's going to be in his best advantage to have a nice game. And how do you keep your yards per attempt in the top 10? Well, you take shots down the field, and you're getting the lowly Saints here. I believe that's who they're playing. Yep. In Tampa, and a must-win game for Tampa Bay to secure the division. So I'm not messing around with Evans. I'm just going to tell you guys, you can do what you want, but don't blame me if you take 89 and he somehow ends up with 87 or something. I do like the 89, and this will actually pay you over 4x, a very good value. So you could bump this up. Boom is just like Chalkboard and Sleeper. They have alt lines, and they're way better than like the Prizepicks style, where it's just Demon Goblin. They have a bunch of options you can choose. You can find your line. This is the safest option I saw, because he needs 85 yards. So there is a world where he gets like his final catch and Baker like gets him his yards, and he ends on like 89 and they all know it or something. Then you're a yard short, and then everyone on the 102 line that it's currently at, they're all short too. So this is a safe way to kind of like make sure he's going to get his yards, right? He's going to get 85. If you want to be riskier and go for the extra 10 yards to get 89, I don't hate it. I do like it, but I'm giving you guys what I think is a lock. My dog's going absolutely, like, she's like spinning in circles, dude. She doesn't know what she's doing. All right, so leg number 2, Kyler freaking Murray. Now, I got to warn you guys on this one. I was very apprehensive. My dog's a psycho. I'll show her to you guys sometime. Some of you guys have already seen her. Her name's Bella. She's a little crazy dog I rescued from California. I'll just show her to you guys real quick, and then we'll get back into the picks. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah, you little cutie. Anyways, all right, go lay down. All right, boys. Sorry about that. Just wanted to show you guys a little bit into my world. So, Kyler, dude, he's literally just boned me all year. Every time I bet on this guy, his line's like 220. He goes for 210. And then when I don't bet on him, it's like, he goes for 300 yards and Trey McBride has 14 catches or some crap. However, this week against the Niners, it's a meaningless game. I don't think you're going to get like crazy effort from the Niners. I just don't see them going on the road and like saying, oh, we have to win this game. It doesn't mean anything to them, right? Brock Purdy's going to be out. One thing I do know about Kyler, he's kind of got that little like brat kind of attitude to him. And I'm sure he likes bonuses, right? This is a fat bonus for Kyler Murray if he hits 50 yards exactly. So I bumped it up because you know him. If he's there, he's going to get it. He also needs one rushing touchdown. You can bet on that too, but that only paid 2.07. So it's like, why take that when you can take the yards? If they get into the red zone, he's going to be like read option, keep it every time. Every time. So light it up, 49.5 rushing yards. Mike Evans for 79. If you put your first wager $100 on this is actually a client's photo because as you saw on the map, boom is not legal where I live. So this is the play though, and I'm giving it to you guys for free. If you sign up with promo code SBAA, $100. Your first wager, that will pay you $341. If I'm wrong, don't come screaming at me. You're gonna at least get your money back. So it's a good setup. Let's just move right on. Let's go talk about some Prizepicks stuff. Let me see if I can get the board back up here. So I do like this duo. I'm gonna give you guys a free play I had loaded. So Ohio State and Jeremiah Smith, Will Howard. I think this is good to get now. It probably should go up. And then I just paired it with Jared Goff and Amon Ra. It's another free pick I'm giving you guys. And then we'll go ahead and clear that. That's only if you can do college football. So, and then a couple props I like specifically for tomorrow. It's a tricky game, right? Because the Baltimore game's first. Derrick Henry does need a touchdown to get a fat bonus as well. But that line is going to be so it's going to be a goblin. But that's still a pretty solid play right there. I think it's got a very high likelihood of happening. They'll probably score 3 touchdowns in the first half against the Browns. So it's just tricky though, because like if Baltimore wins, they win the division, which they're going to at home against the Browns. And then it gets a little tricky with Pittsburgh because they still kind of need to win because if they it's all about the seeding. So like if they don't beat the Bengals, then I think that they will have to play the Ravens again in the first round. If they beat the Bengals, then I believe they would play the Texans in the first round. Who would you guys rather play if you were the Pittsburgh Steelers? Just throwing it out there. So I do think that Pittsburgh, I know everyone's jocking Joe Burrow right now, but this is outdoors. It's in Pittsburgh. Well, Tomlin already burned us at home against the Chiefs. I don't know if I want to get on board with that again, but I mean, geez, man, this is like a game I think the Steelers just have to win. They have to go into the playoffs with some momentum. I'd be very cautious about taking the Bengals on the money line this week. If anything, I would be taking the Steelers to cover the points. I think it's probably a really solid bet. But in that game on Saturday, so we got Derrick Henry. I'm not touching anything else in that game. I don't want anything to do with anything else Baltimore. This is the only prop I want. I don't want his rushing yards. I don't want anything because, he might not play in the second half, guys. They could be up 24-0. And, rest of the starters, get ready for the playoffs the following week. So if we focus on the Bengals, though, let me see if I pulls up Bengals. Yeah, okay. So there's a couple props I like here. This guy right here, let me see if they actually have this. Yeah. So I do like this. I think I got it at 15.5, but he hits it pretty consistently. Let me pull me back down here. He's been hitting this, you can see. So I think it's a decent bet. I wouldn't go like crazy on this. It's definitely not like something you should, probably drop a big full unit on or anything like that. But I think it's got a really good shot. I think he's hit it in like 7 out of 8 or 7 out of 9 games total. And when he catches balls, usually he's running a specific route tree. So a lot of times they will be down the field. And the way Joe Burrow's been dealing, You know, it's kind of, I think it's a solid prop. Now, this game originally, if we come look, had a chance of snow. It says just slight chance clear or whatever. What does slight chance clear mean? 10-mile-per-hour winds, though. And then in this game, it's got 17 miles per hour winds. This is just a game to fade for me. You know, if you really wanted to get risky, I think the Ravens are negative 2,000 on the money line, guys. You know, just throwing that out there. So, I do like this. I think another couple guys, Fryermuth has always been kind of a guy that plays well. I want to always spell his name wrong. He usually plays well against the Bengals. I don't know if he hasn't. Yeah, so he did go for 68 right here, all the way back here. I think this is probably a pretty good bet. I don't know what his receptions line is at, if they even have them. So 3.5, I don't mind that either. Probably the yards, though. You know, you see he gets 3 a lot, and he had 6 against Cincy. So I do think Fryermuth's a pretty good bet. I also think that you could definitely get some Pickens exposure. But another guy I like, too, that's just always involved. In fact, this has gone up a little bit. I think I locked in it at 20.5, but I still like it. And if you think the Bengals are going to win, well, there's a good chance these guys are playing from behind. So he's been involved a lot, and this is an offense that calls a few plays specifically for this guy out of the backfield every day. So it basically leads to like two, play call designed receptions a game. And if he gets that, I feel like at the, bare minimum, it's going to get him like, 10, 12 yards. So we just really need like one more catch or maybe two to hit this. So I do like Jalen Warren. I think the receiving is probably the way to go. I don't know what his receptions line was at. You could take his combo yards too. You know, this is a push line at 3, so you can see he's been really involved. But I kind of like the 22.5. I think I would play it up to like 23.5. So I still think this is a solid line. And then his combo yards, well, he's been dealing the last couple games here too. He's been running a lot better. He's been more involved. Najee Harris just not very good. So, but yeah, and then yeah, you could take some looks at Pickens. I think if you were gonna correlate like a trio or something, just get some looks of like Russ. I think Russ, Fryermuth, Pickens is a good one. I think Russ with Fryermuth and Jalen Warren is a good one. Just, get some different looks. Go low wager on them. And so, okay, so what does this pay on Prizepicks? This pays 7 point. Is that really right? 7.5x? Do I have? Oh, I have 4 slots. That's right, because of this. So if I was actually going to set this play, let's say I wanted to go a half of unit on this, right? 50 to win 250, okay? Watch what Prizepicks does to me. Oh, I'm not even logged in. Hold on. All right, there we go. So, watch what Prizepicks tells me up here in the corner. 50 bucks to win 375. Okay, that's just me getting pinged into the Arena League, but watch, okay? So, maximum lineup amount for one of these spots in your lineup is $5 right now. So, guys, what that means is I beat them for too much money. They limit me to $5 a play. So, it's weird. Sometimes they'll let me do 25 bucks a play, but it's like then I'm done, and it's usually on like a weird sport. So what I usually just do is make like $5 slips for like the VIPs to see, even at like trying $7. Let's see if it takes this. All right, there you go. I mean, guys, I know what I'm doing. Get on the day pass. I'm going to try to help you guys make a fuck ton of money this week. Drop a comment on the NFL video right over here. This one right here. Go check this Sunday Night Football video out. It's got some shelf life to it. That's all I got for you guys today. I guess we could talk real quick. I just, 2.5, you could bump that up to 3.5 all line. I think it's a solid play. That'd probably be a lean. So, I think, well, it's just tough. Week 18s are tough, man. They're really tough. Like you could see a lot of weird stuff this week. I'm not going to be very heavy on the books myself. I'm going to be really focusing on some key player props. And don't forget, you can also, lock this boom play in, but make sure you head over here and see what I'm cooking up for that Prizepicks free slip that pays 625 bucks right here at winnable.com. All right, guys. Peace.